if every Negro died on the continent in the year 2015, if this damn government wouldn't give a damn. And that's bold to say on TV. You see what I'm saying? That's bold to say on TV. There's another show, he came on when they had the riots going on, where they showed one of the boys that was in riot, one of his partners, on the other side of the car getting his behind with him. And he blew up the frame and blew up the video, and you saw this guy, he was getting the beat down on the other side of the car. And they told him, why you didn't come? He said, I've been trying to come forth since the second day, but they've been shutting me out. They wouldn't even use me in court. So, yes, I don't know. He probably was smooth when he first got in there, but as soon as he made that transition, brother got on it. He just got married again, married a sister. That's good, too. So I'm saying, here's a man that ain't in the business, but he was a local person. He went national. He ain't been in the business for 2 years. And already doing this, and here's a nigga that's got more money than half of people will ever see. And she has nothing to lose, and she won't even stand up for black people. So niggas like that, and I say niggas, and I use that word just for those type of people.
Sure.
Not for the brothers and sisters in the project, because they are victims. But I'm talking about the niggas. The white man made a nigga. And he processed a machine that works for him. That's a nigga. That's our brothers and sisters in the upper class or the higher, lower class, 2 paychecks away from poverty, is selling out. And I'm saying that we can't even compromise because we don't even have like 8 years. And that's the other part to get on. Now, this is a picture on the shrine of Tutankhamun that's showing the star Sirius, and it's also showing this star Sirius hitting him in the head, the symbolic to the pineal gland. I just want to show you that. This is a glider found in the pyramids. Wasn't it in the Great Pyramid? Yeah. In the Great Pyramid in Egypt, and they thought it was a bird, but when they looked and they checked it out, when they checked it out, they said, wait a minute. This is not a bird. This is geometrically designed, or what you call aerodynamic. Aerodynamically designed. This is not a bird. This is an airplane. So they found out that, hey, the stuff that the Wright brothers and all of us toyed around and thought that we were superior about, they'd already had that knowledge. They probably, like I said, they did a lot of things, but they need a lot of things. You understand? It didn't check out with the cards. But I believe, and I know for a fact, I believe in my heart, when it was time to do certain things, and because they had the superior knowledge, they can build what they want. They can build it better than the white man. This is where all these spaceships coming from. Because you could go to the Nile Valley and you have this 98% arrow, but you go on down into Nubia and the prototype of the Egyptian or the Kemetic person is still there in Nubia and on into Ethiopia. But the actual cultural type people just disappeared off the face of the earth. And there was a friend of mine named Dave Pitt that went to school the past semester up in University of Michigan, which is one of your greatest schools in technology and one of the schools that's real active in all the science. That's one of them. And he went to school and he took a class with a Egyptologist, and the Egyptologist was talking about all this Ptolemaic period and talking about the Egyptians was white. So he brought in the scholarship and started breaking it down, and the Egyptologist looked at him and said, look, I'm teaching my class from a European perspective. So he was saying, even though that is right, I don't give a damn. This is my class, I'm teaching from a European perspective. So sooner or later, he got smart and stopped fighting with the man and went in all humble to find out information. And the guy told him that we don't know how Egypt fell. It's the greatest mystery to the world. We don't know how the damn thing fell. He said they had enough Egyptian initiates in the mystery school till you would see the culture manifested today. You would see the culture. He said, but we understand that we have the fragments of the culture all over the world, and all of it eventually came from there, because there was a brother that had a class here in Atlanta that told all the people, even the white people in the class, you think of anything, and I guarantee you I trace it back to Africa. Because the concepts of it was laid in Africa. You see, they might have done improvements, but the concepts of everything, we can trace it back to Africa. So, what he's saying, they don't know how it fell. And so, this started the wheels turning in my head and say, hey, look, hey, they got up. They got up. Kemet is what? The entire length of it is from, the entire mileage of it is from here to probably, well, let's say from South Carolina to D.C. That's a big piece of land. You're going on into Nubia and Ethiopia. Well, you say Kush or Punt, and all these places. That's a big piece of land. So that means that obviously you would find some of it, even though they say you can go down into Ethiopia now, you can find some of these things. There was a guy from Ethiopia came up, he said, you know, I noticed some type of things, and he said, I even noticed some hieroglyphic forms of writing in some of the writing, some of the people there. But we talk about a people with the greatest culture on earth. You can find the ancient Chinese, you can find the ancient Japanese, you can find the prototype of, well, the ancient Mayans, you can't find them either, can you? I'll let you know something. And they real heavy on UFOs. You see, not only that, they had a crash at Aztec. They call it the crash at Aztec. They crashed near the pyramids in Mexico, and they found a vessel, and they so-called found a body. And they found a vessel, and they said the vessel had hieroglyphic type writing, Sanskrit, which is the ancient writing of the ancient Mayans, on the gear shift and on some paper, leaf-like paper. It represents, it almost resembles hieroglyphics. I mean, papyrus. You see? And they found this stuff in the 40s